How's it going? Welcome back to another day here in Icarus. For today, we are pumping some oil. At least we're going to attempt to. We'll kind of see how it works out. A couple videos ago, we got something set up with the new Tier 5 oil system. And there's two different ways you can do stuff. One, like we have it, I kind of consider it the easier way. What we have is 3 of the biofuel extractors. Now in these, you can put either some plant fiber, you can put some plant parts, some things from your garden, some extra meat that you get from harvesting creatures, put it in there, and it makes biofuel at a very, very high rate, right? I think it's like 1 piece for 500 of the biofuel. Very, very nice. Pumps under the floor, over to this guy, and that converts the biofuel into normal fuel that we can use, or oil that we can use for the oil extractors. Put that on your different mining nodes. Works fantastic, man. Saves on all the deployables out in the world, like the electric ones. Gotta have 1 or 2 of the wind turbines, or some of the solar. It's kind of expensive. But with this, it's fantastic because everything's kind of contained here at base, but it is super, super slow. That's why we got 3 of the extractors over here. Now, the other way to do this is under Tier 5. We've got the crude oil refiner, right? And the pump jack. Pump jack works, goes into here, makes a usable oil. Then you got this guy, which is a generator. Now you can have this guy pump directly into this. That'll produce 8,000 on the power, run all your stuff on the oil node, and you're kind of self-contained that way as well. The problem is, I have no idea where to find the oil nodes at. So for the desert, we've done quite a bit of exploring. All through this area, and all the way over to Eden. Never seen one of the oil geysers. That's supposed to be the new oil nodes. So I'm guessing it's probably somewhere over here. Now, I'm not sure how long the desert is, right? How far this way it goes. But we got one of the bosses right here, and that only spawns in the desert. So what we'll do is probably hop on the Raptor if it's got enough weight capacity. Run over here and try to find one. Now, I'm not sure the whole process. There's going to be some science involved today for sure. But we're trying to see if this or the actual pump jacks are better, right? These, not too hard, kind of slow. That should be faster, but maybe needs more maintenance. I'm not too sure. Now, the weird part is, so you have this, right? Crude oil generator. Produces 8,000 on the power, right? Should run all this stuff fairly simple. This requires 1,000. That requires 1,000 as well. So you can have quite a few of these on each one. The problem is, to get this running, you need to have this running. And to get this running, you need a different power source to jumpstart the whole project. It's kind of weird, dude. It's kind of weird. So what we'll do, and let's grab it before I forget. Let's take 2 of these guys, just in case. We've already got the generator made. Sort our inventory back out. We got our pipe tool, which we'll probably need. Wire tools and stuff are in this bag. And then all we need to do is make the... Why are we overweight? That thing is super heavy, dude. We need to make the pump and then the refiner. So we need some of the aluminum screws and composites. Not a big deal. I think we need some of the concrete for the refiner. So again, we're just doing one of these today to figure out if we want to do mass scale production with this, or if we want to keep all the biofuel in here. And we still got some uses for biofuel. We got the flamethrower, we've got our oxygen machine. So even if we decide to use the other one for oil, we can get rid of this, get rid of those, and then still keep the one for normal biofuel production. Thing is super nice, dude. A lot better than the other composters. Even the Tier 4 one. This one's a ton better, dude. 500 of the biofuel for 1 item. Alright, so that's done. And then all we need is this. Now, I'm guessing we probably need an empty oil barrel, right? Not a full one. We might take a full and an empty. Just in case for some reason we needed, like, oil to jumpstart it. Again, not sure how it works. So we're missing probably some of the steel. The one thing about Tier 5 is you go through a ton of steel and a ton of titanium. One of these. And it should be everything that we need for today. Hopefully. So leave all that stuff in there as well as that. So I want to go on the Raptor because it's so fast. But we might have to go on the Buffalo just for weight reasons, right? What we'll do is put this guy on the Raptor. Put the other one in our inventory. Jump on him, kind of see how the weight is. That might work out. Let's go out the back door. I think he's right here. Absolutely not. But if this works out like I'm hoping, I want to take all the other extractors that we have, change them over to oil. So far, all we have is the titanium one right over here, and the iron one back in the cave way over that way. We still got the sulfur, we got gold, platinum and copper, we got aluminum way over on that side, and then up in the Arctic biome, we have the oxide. Now, we don't use too much of the oxide, but having the oil extractor has a huge inventory, so it'll pull a lot more. So when we do need some, we'll go over there, do one trip, and we're kind of set for a while, right? I give you this one, and then let's get foods for Junior. I think we might be out of food as well. Give you some water now. I'm kind of leaning towards doing the Tusker, man. Let's do this. He's got more of the slots, and a lot better on the carry weight. We got a point too. That's not too bad, man. Let's put that into... I think I'll do with this one. That's stamina for jumping. That's threat in the Arctic. Don't care about that too much. Fall damage, we kind of need that, not going to lie. Let's go ahead and just do a weight capacity. This one. Get that all the way maxed out. For the cargo, let's do this, just in case, and give him all of the barrels. That way, if I got to jump off for some reason, I'm not worried about being overweight. You can stay here for the day. Work on your fleas, Junior. You got a bad flea infestation. Look at you. Already scratching, man. Well, I tell you what. I'm telling you. All that we need is a tier 5 flea dip. Alright, so one of those. Let's give you the rest as well. There we go. We can actually move now. So what do you have for foods? Absolutely nothing. Let's give him the rest of these. And some of those. That'll be good for now. Some water as well. We are going to the desert, so Junior, he's got all that fur, man. He gets very, very hot, very fast. Alright, we set our foods. We've got all the parts that we need. Oh yeah, the full barrel. Just in case, dude. I'm really hoping this is super simple, and it works out like I'm thinking, and it pumps it at a fast rate. It'll make life a lot easier. I kind of want to take another one, but we are very much out of the steel. So, out we go. There was a Bigfoot over here. Not sure if he's still there. That is so awkward, dude. And I guess what we'll do is head over to here. I'll see you around this area here, and we need to search around. I'm not sure exactly what they look like. I just heard that there was an oil geyser, so the only geysers that we know of are the water ones. And you can see them from a long distance, right? They shoot up in the air. So I guess we'll just head out and look for one of those that is black like crude oil. Might be the best bet. Wait. That's some over there. Agency, I was about to check the map for the boss. Okay, we're very close. So I was going to hug the wall and go around that way to find the whole perimeter of the sand biome. There we go, man. That's not too bad, dude. So, where we're at, in case you're wondering. So it is kind of easy to see from a distance. It's right up here. The corner of I-6, J6, J5, and I-5. That's kind of where it is. You can actually see it on the map. That's kind of neat, man. So now that we know what it looks like, there is none down here. Okay. So I didn't miss it before. What about down here? I'll have to look around. Maybe find some that are closer. I mean, it kind of looks like the closest so far. It's not too far to our entrance to base. Okay. We gotta watch out for the boss. So, we got 3 of them here. Are they always in packs of 3? If you know, let me know. Let's leave you right here. Oh, you know what I forgot? Our bag. It has all of our stuff for... I need to make it for him. I need to, when we get back to base, before we end the video, I need to make him a sleeping bag. I see you. Please stay over there. So first things first, we're going to need this. Let's do one at a time for weight reasons. Let's do this. Get him out of the area. I'm not sure what they changed, man. So it used to be, if you would shoot like that direction, even if you don't hit them, the creatures will come for you. And now it seems like they don't. Not sure why. There's two of them. Alright, we good? There is a ton of creatures all of a sudden in this area. I want everything but that. Same with this one. We need the lithium as well as the steel and electronics. Mainly the steel, dude. There we go. Alright, so anyways. And you guys said these guys are passive. So I'll trust you and won't start shooting them. There's a ton of pigs over here too. Must snap. Double checking. Making sure all three are pumpable. Absolutely. So let's start with this one. Well, this one should be fine. What I think we'll do, there's one there and one there. Maybe set up our operation right here in the center. Provides 200. Okay. But how fast does that 200 pump out? Looks kind of neat, man. I know I always say it, but very well done with all the stuff in this game for looks, right? So that should be the oil output. Let's grab our generators. Let's move Junior closer as well. Safety reasons. Mainly for me, not for him. Okay. Kind of awkward. So we will need this. We'll need that. We just need one of these, I think. Let's give you these. We'll set up the one here just for the moment for getting it running. We'll set up the generator right here, kind of in the middle. Then we have the refiner. Oh, that thing is super tiny. Right there. And we haven't seen one of these yet. Looks kind of neat. Okay. Wait. Does this need to be inside? Ah, you know what? I think this has to be indoors. It does. No shelter. Okay. That's going to be a problem. So for right now, we can't use this. How much power does that need? I think it's the same 1,000, right? Do two of these. Chain them together. Well, tell you what. One for that, one for this. Move Junior's food, just for the moment. Speaking of food, let's eat some of our own. And then this. And this. Alright, so that to there. This to here. Okay. And then this. To there. Right? Are we pumping? It is. Idle. Do you need a can to work properly? So it's not doing anything. Is that not? That is powered. Oh, wait. Too close. There we go, man. Operator error. It happens, dude. It happens. So 1,000 to refine. We're at 200. still not... What is the extraction rate on this? It looks like it's providing 200 every time it cycles. Right? Like there. 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 I guess not. Unless we're doing something wrong? It's got 200 in here. Can we actually access the inventory on this? You can't. So it has to pump directly into that. Is that working? I'm not sure the extraction rate, man. If it's only pumped 200, that is super, super slow. Maybe we don't need this barrel in here, right? Is that the problem? Now it's idle. Oh, wait. Hold on. It's stored at 1157. Okay, so it has some in there. Severe desert winds. So it is working properly. 1274. 1300. 1326. Okay, so it actually pumps very, very fast. So I'm guessing that required means how many of the pump jacks can be hooked up. So that's one. So having all three of these should be 600, right? I'm thinking. So let's do this. That'll get damaged if we leave it outside because it needs shelter. Let's go back to base. We'll grab some more parts. We'll make 2 more of these if we can. Set them up here. We need to build a small little shelter for the generator. And then what we can do is branch off one of these to run the generator, to run all this stuff. Right? And the thing is, would you do one setup like this at each one of the nodes? Or would you actually pump it in from a different site to all use as one refiner? I'm not too sure. Interesting. Okay, let's get out of the storm. We'll grab stuff. How big is the... Well, we can see back a base. I'll tell you what. Give me this. And all this will change out that for some more speed. There we go. See a base how big of a building that we need? Grab all the proper parts. Probably use limestone. So we don't have to repair it. It's kind of weird how the generator has to be indoors. You know what I mean? But none of the other parts do. Not sure how I feel about that. I do want to go down this way, though. Towards Eden. And see if there's any more of the nodes down this way closer. Probably not. If so, it's kind of overpowered because there's so much stuff at Eden as it is. But you never know, right? Alright, drop that back off. Leave this stuff in here. And then how big is the footprint of this? So a 1x1 would fit. Let's do a 2x2. Just to have some breathing room on the inside. And then for ceiling-wise, 2 full walls. Okay. Should we do some of the curve? Probably, right? Gives it more room. If we're doing a 2x2... it could go right here. With the curved roofs. And only 1 wall high. Let's try that, man. That might work. Okay, so what we need is 4 of these. Walls, we're going to need 2, 4. Hold on, where's a square? Math is not my strong suit. 2, 4, 6, 8. So at least 8 walls. Let's take 16. Just in case. So that's sorted. We need 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of these, potentially. Actually, not these. We need the other ones. Because with it being a corner, we need 4 of the corner parts, right? We'll take 4 of these just in case. So the extra one of these and those are in case the curved ones don't really work. I'm hoping it does. We need to make some. Where is concrete mixer? Drop that off. Grab some of this. Moving very slow. It happens, dude. It happens. A guy gets overweight every now and then. Some screws. Might need some more rebar. So the part that we're looking for is going to be these. Perfect. Make 4 of those. Everything's still here. Absolutely. Why does it look like it's smoking, man? That's kind of terrifying, just saying. So we do got 2 of the pump jacks. So we should have 3 altogether now. And I think all the stuff for our base. We all right? That's a lot of smoke, man. Maybe it's steam, right? It's not damage. Okay. So how much has been made? Not a whole lot. 31 liters. Okay. It's going to take quite a while. So, let's do this. Give Junior some food. A guy does get hungry. I know, man. I know. We're going to need this and this. Let's start off with the other pump jacks. Get these set up. And then we'll work on the building itself. Now, we don't have power to run these at the moment. But at least they're set up, right? Run these up here. Run it all off the same one. That way they're all kind of interconnected, right? Perfect. I like it, man. I like it. Alright, so next order of business. Generator. Not those. Not those. Those 2 just in case. So what I think we'll do is set up the generator back here. Somewhat in the middle of these. I didn't bring any floors to go on top. That's going to bug me. A little bit, man. A little bit. Don't be weird. It's been a very, very long day. More for me than for you. Again, the power of editing, man. There we go. I always get confused, man. I need to build from the inside. Not saying it'll help. It's still backwards. Perfect. And then some of these. Now it should be... Oh, you know what? We can't use these. Oh, dude. I forgot it needs the curved ones. For that to work. Well, that sucks, man. That's why we brought these, just in case. I knew something was gonna go wrong. Usually happens. That's fine. That should work for the interior. Alright, generator. Please. Please fit. Absolutely. At least, for some reason, creatures come by, want to attack things. That should be, I mean, somewhat safe. Safe-ish. So for this, what we need to do... That comes out here on the side. I need to figure out how to run these properly. Right? So that could actually get moved over here. Let's do this. Keep forgetting you can't click on the line itself. I have to click on the connector. Stab it! I am busy. Please and thank you. And for this, we'll grab this guy. Junior! Go somewhere, man! Okay? He got shot. He'll be fine, he'll be fine. Minor flesh wound. Do not damage my pump. Okay, alright. We gotta have some walls. Holy crap, dude. We need some walls. And now the, the Tribos are coming by. Junior, you're fine, buddy. It's some bacon for lunch for later, man. Lunch, dinner. Almost out of ammo. Okay. So, anyways. Over here. Absolutely not. Anybody else? Another raptor spawned. Okay. This is why I don't want to live in the desert. So what we'll do... Put this... Maybe just like right here in the middle? What are you? Scorpion. Pipe this guy. Try to get him somewhat straight. Close enough. And then straight line over here. And then move Junior out of the way. That's your fault, buddy. It's a busy day, man. Busy day for sure. Run this one out and over as well. Straight down. Need to make that one a little bit straighter. I know it's awesome. It's awesome, dude. It's fine, dude. It's fine. As long as it somewhat looks decent. Because this might be the only one that we set up. Possibly. Again, it depends on how much we actually use for stuff. There we go. Good enough there. And same thing over here. Just run it straight down. Alright, so that's all done. So that should be pumping, right? And for this... So it is on. So that pulls 150. That's insane, dude. Kind of cool on the animations. That's not too bad, man. Alright, so what we need to do is run power to this guy. Scorpion. We'll run it along here. Same thing for the other pump. Down there, and then this one too. Just run it along the pipes. That way everything's kind of self-contained for the most part in one area. Alright, so just about done. It's not perfect, but it works, man. Alright, so all three are running. More dribbles coming by. Oh. That was not a dribble. It was. Drop these off in Junior's inventory. I need to harvest all this bacon before it spoils. Then put this back into the refiner. There we go. Let's grab the empty ones as well. It sucks that the generator uses so much. Like almost one full pump just for the power. But again, at the same time, it's kind of self-contained. As you can see, the wind turbines were like almost half damaged from that one storm. So being in there, it's protected, but it also provides more power than needed. What to see about the turrets too. There's the electric one. We might be able to build that guy to put out here. Need this. So 34.8. That's off. Forgot the power. Stab it! $35. 35.2. Honestly, it kind of seems about the same speed as the biofuel. But the difference is, it's like all passive now, right? Since we got it set up. Come out here, check it every now and then. Grab all the stuff. All 5 of these, change it out with 5 empty ones. And we're kind of set. So there's a lot of stuff we'll be needing the oil for here pretty soon. We good? So in here, I mean, once we get the mission done for this, I'm guessing that'll probably use oil. It does. We've got the nail gun is power. Jackhammer uses oil. The chainsaw uses oil. That's going to be power. That's going to be power as well. Okay. So if we use these, that'll be some oil use as well. Besides just the normal extractors, right? Cool system. I'm not sure how I feel about it, though. Versus the biofuel. Because something else, too, you got to think about. This being passive. The biofuel needing supplies all the time, which is, I mean, just fiber. Fiber runs it. That's at base. Right? So once they're full, I don't need to move stuff around. No shuffling. This, when I need some oil, I have to come out here to empty it. So right now, we're using 521 of 1,000. So there's got to be some other oil nodes that have more than just 3, right? Surely so. I don't know. Give me a minute. Let me get all this bacon. It's making me nervous that it's going to decay. They're almost fully decayed. And then we'll head back to base and kind of see where we're at in life. Might as well grab the bones too, man. Take some epoxy. So I'm not sure what's up with the graphics on their storms, but holy crap. That is super, super buggy looking. Almost broken. That's kind of weird. I'm just saying, dude. It's not normal, man. We got some raptors in tow, too. There's like a pack of 5 of them back there. Yeah, see? Huh. This is the worst sandstorm I've been in so far. But everything's kind of pixelated as far as the graphics. It's kind of weird. Everything's set on high as well. So it's almost like I'm in low graphic mode, but I'm not. Yeah, see? Interesting. Early access, man. Early access, right? That's what it is. I know they're not in early access, but it's kind of weird, dude. Maybe we'll take a look at the sandstorms. Because it's kind of terrifying whenever you get in one, and you got a pack of 5 raptors on you, and then you can't see where you're going to. Junior, it's for me, not for you. So, while we're going back to base, we're almost there. My initial thoughts on the oil, and it's not a bad thing, because options are always good, but for a convenience standpoint, it's a lot better just to have the biofuel at base, right? If we need to, up the production there, and have everything kind of self-contained, because I had to stop harvesting all of the creatures, because so much stuff was coming in from over there. We got 2 stacks of the bacon, so happy about that for sure. But yeah, we have to build walls around there with spikes. If we do that, that means that we have to watch that and make sure it's always repaired too. Now, if you're in the desert all the time, it kind of makes sense to find one of those nodes close by and then set up shop. But dude, we're so far away, it's like a run over there just to grab that instead of having to hear a base with just a biofuel. And again, you can stack 200 stacks of the fiber in those, And it lasts forever, man. Stacks very, very high, so I think what I might do is get my thumbnails for the video that we're recording, and then break all that down and get our parts back. That's kind of that's kind of where I'm at the moment. It all looks fantastic, though, man. Very, very nice way to get passive oil for sure. We good? Thought I heard something. I think we're fine. Okay, so let's sleep. Turn this off. Roll the day over. It's been a very long day, man. Very good day, though. I am glad that we checked out the oil situation. Like these, they're all turned off because everything's full. Lasts so long, man. So somebody left me a comment, too, and I like having these up here to where we can see them, about possibly putting this stuff, too, if we need to upgrade, down here. I mean, it would fit for sure. Put them down there on the ground, move the batteries maybe just inside here, under this open way. And you can fit 2, 3, 4, 5. You could probably fit 5 or 6 easily more of these for the oil production. And then fiber, since it kind of respawns every time we relog, I mean, there's so much of the plants around. Plus, if you grow it, you get a ton in here as well. Speaking of growing stuff, those are the last growth of these, I think. We need to get some more. But I like it, dude. Ah, dude. Well, not too bad of a day, man. A little bit of science with the oil and stuff. It's kind of cool. I do like how it's passive for the most part, right? You set it up, you kind of get everything going, and then you forget it. I mean, for the most part, you don't have any fiber to fill like you do the biofuel, but you got to worry about creatures attacking it, having to go all the way out to get it. The biofuel is kind of more of a convenience factor because it's here at base, and the oil nodes might be a little bit faster. The thing is, out of the 3 that you have there, like almost 1 full node is just for powering the generator, which you need a wind turbine to kind of get jump started, which is kind of a weird process, but kind of is what it is. I'll have to do some more testing off camera, but I think what I'll probably do is keep to the biofuel and just have it here at base. However, we are going to leave this one here. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.